And good morning again, everyone. I'll call to order the meeting of the Building and Operating Committee of April 23rd, 2026. Before we begin, please note this meeting is being recorded. Welcome to everyone joining us. Oh, thank you. Where am I? Do you think I'd have this memorized? Here in person as well as those listening on the phone. If you would like to provide public comment at today's meeting, or if you have not already done so, please see Thomas in the back of the room or Justine on the call-in line, and let them know what items you'd like to speak on today. Madam Secretary, please begin by taking the roll.
Thank you and good morning. Starting with Director Cochran, who's absent. Devlin?
Here.
Judice?
Here.
Maston?
Here.
Parr?
Yes.
Rabbit is absent. Rodoni?
Present.
Garbarina?
Present.
And President Hill.
Here.
Thank you. You are not a committee hall, but you have a quorum. If that changes, we'll let you know.
Thank you. And the definition of the committee. Sorry. Please follow along by referring to the page numbers for each item. We'll begin with agenda item number 3, which is to approve award of contract number 2026D034 online solicitation management system to Ayuna Solutions Incorporated. And Jennifer's here to present. Jennifer, go right ahead.
Good morning, Chair Garbarino and members of the Building and Operations Committee. I had to practice that. I'm not usually coming to this committee. I'm here to present the online solicitation management RFP award, and it's to, I guess they call it Ayuna Solutions, and it's in the amount of $146,103.36 for a 3-year term with 2-year optionals exercised at the district's discretion. This really is a kind of a refresh. We've had what we call Bonfire for our procurement, mainly for our procurement system. It's a great intake online tool. A lot of agencies use it. It seems to work well for us, able to get our solicitations online. And it's been there since 2018. So we did a refresh on the RFP. And we had 5 companies, as you can see in the item. And we chose Ayuna. Ayuna just happens to be the parent company of Bonfire. So it was bought by Ayuna. So it really is an enhancement of what we have now. I think one of the enhancements that we're excited about is that this will actually give us unlimited licenses. A lot of times you'll buy a software, you have to buy the base, and then you've got to license every person and decide how many people are going to use it. In the old system, you had to decide how many people. That was my big joke. Someone had to get off so someone else can get on to approve something to save some money. But this one gives us unlimited licenses. It's cloud-based. We're also going to use it for some intakes that I would like to do in finance, just like keeping records in one place. It's a good form of having a database. My understanding also is it allows us to do some what they call solicitation builder tools. So procurement can be just a little bit less paper intensive, I think, and being able to get things out in a timely manner, and vendor scoring, which has always been an issue for a lot of agencies with paper, pen, although that's online. And I think really this will also show that procurement of all the departments, want to make sure that they regularly take out the technology, refresh it, see what else is out there. They did all their demonstrations online, and the staff were all involved. So I think that is what we're asking today for approval. If you have any questions, happy to answer them.
Jennifer, that concludes. Are there any questions or discussion on this item? Okay, so that concludes whatever discussion we didn't have on item number 3. Before we take our vote, is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on this item?
We have no speakers on this item.
Great. May I have a motion, please, on item number 3?
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Please do the roll call, Madam Secretary.
Got it. We have a first and a second on item number 3. Starting with Director Cochran is absent. Devlin?
Aye.
Judice?
Here. Yes. Sorry. I'm still here.
Maston?
Yes.
Parr?
Yes.
Rabbit is absent. Vice Chair Rodoni?
Yes.
Chair Garbarino?
Yes.
And President Hill?
Yes.
Thank you. That passes with all those present.
Wonderful. Thank you. We'll continue on to item number 4, which is an informational monthly report on board appointees on the Sonoma Marin Area Rail Transit Board. And I will start off by turning it over to Bob.
Well, that was quick. There weren't many items on the agenda. The one that I thought was interesting, and we always increase our ridership and all that. I think you know that. You can look on the website to get the actual numbers. But I thought it was interesting that we approved a 3-level award for the supply and delivery of fuel and diesel. And it was because in today's times, we didn't want to rely on just one supplier. And so we have 3 suppliers, kind of as a fallback position. So I thought that was pretty clever. The second thing I just wanted to bring this. This is the best smart report you can have. This was in the PD maybe a week ago. And this is the schedule with mascots. I'll leave it with you, Dennis, in case you need it.
Our marketing department developed the tables that show because if you get off the train, we want you to be an informed customer. So we have an exhibit that I have a link in my GM report too that shows that what time the train gets in and what time you get to San Francisco if you take the bus or if you take the boat. Because sometimes the bus is a better transfer than the boat, and other times it's not. So it's a really nice handout and smart in all the other mascots agencies are using it. Because one of your colleagues texted me the other day saying someone was on the smart train that was late 20 minutes from the eggs and butter event and could hold the boat. And I explained that boat can't hold for 20 minutes because when it gets to the city, it's taking a lot of people back that may have appointments and stuff, but they could get off in San Rafael and hop on our 101. And even if the train's 20 minutes late, the wait would be very short because we have half-hour service all day and peak hour 15-minute service on our 101 now. So we package it differently because people have a mindset, well, I'll ride the train and the boat. Well, you want to ride the train and then you have a choice and you can see which is faster and you can make an informed choice. So that if you want to take the boat, sometimes it's a little slower actually because of the timing.
Thank you. And I was just appreciative that it was so comprehensive. I'll send it around in case you didn't see it. I think Dennis highlighted what's going on at most of our board meetings. And granted, it's 1 or 2 people that get left. But it's interesting to me to sit here at the Golden Gate Bridge Board and have people come and say, oh my gosh, we don't have enough buses. And then I sit on the SMART board and they go, oh my gosh, we have too many trains. And I go, okay. Thank you so much to the general managers and the people that are doing the mascots scheduling because it is challenging and we appreciate the fact that it's on its way. The other thing is we have a budget workshop May 6th at 1:30. That's a Wednesday. If any of you'd like, I think it's on Zoom. If any of you like to zoom in and see how we're doing. Also, we have where are my notes? Oh, here it is. We also have a grand opening of the groundbreaking in Healdsburg on Friday, May 8th at 1:00, and you're all welcome to join us there. We're forever going north, and that does, as I said, that does get us in a little trouble because we're going places we've never been. And some people don't think that's the way it ought to be done. Anyway, that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Barb. And if I may, I'll just add numbers, like Barb said, we're increasing all the time. I love the numbers part. Smart Connect, 61% over March of 2025. April, 25% above April last year. And in March, the numbers were 115% higher than they were prior to COVID, which is great. I even, walking to church the other day, saw a 3-car train, and I just did the happy dance. It was just great. And then finally, Bill Guerin, another Bulldog, public school kid from San Rafael, won the ASCE award for the Windsor Project, which is huge. It's an annual award given to an individual, I think. Yeah, and he got it. He's one of the engineers, or the chief engineer at SMART. So again, thank you, Barb. Does anyone have any questions at all? Comments? That concludes then our discussion on item number 4. Before we move on, is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on this?
We have no speakers for this item.
And as you know, there is no action required on item number 4, so we'll continue on to item number 5, which is status report on engineering projects from John Everly.
Got it.
Thank you, John, in advance.
Thank you. Good morning, Chair Garbarino, members of the committee. My written report is in the package, but I'll take a little time to go over a few items. So first of all, I'll report on the seismic project. The contractor still preparing and submitting work plans, all the preliminary ones. We have the majority of them completed and approved, but there's still a few more primarily required by the National Park Service special use permit access to the site that they're working on. But it's going per schedule. They've been talking with their fabricators, and we're putting out a contract for shop inspections shortly, and we'll get them on board before any fabrication begins. I'm not going to talk about the suicide deterrent anymore, so I'm probably going to strip out most of it from the report, so I don't have 68 pages of things that happened many years ago. So just a heads up. The short-term bridge electrical repair project is progressing. I think I reported last time that all the temporary generators were placed out on the bridge and are powering up all of our systems out there. Excuse me. The equipment we had procured, the contractor, PB Electric, has started work at the South Anchorage House and has performed the majority of the repairs at that location. They should be complete at that location next week. There's 7 locations they're working on. All of the access systems that were required to gain access at Midspan and also at the North Tower have been installed. So they have access there. Our bridge forces assisted with some of that. And then our bridge forces also brought out the equipment and physically, during the lane closure, placed it on those platforms. You know, it's 25 feet below the roadway, so they assisted with that. So now our that work is done. The electrical contractor will continue progressing on that work. So that's going well. The A62T Aspen aerial boom lift came on site on April 13th, and they then progressed with training our staff on the operations of the boom and the bucket. You saw a few photos of it. I'll get some more once we get going on the production work and show them to you. We thought we had room. We have about 2 inches of space to clear our sidewalk and structure in order to get that boom in there. So we've been training folks on that. They plan to start actually doing production installation tonight and tomorrow going northbound. We were going northbound. That was to assist with the electrical project, and we're coordinated with that. Next week, we're going to be going southbound. So we'll have southbound closures next week and progression with that. So hopefully that goes well. Then on April 16th, we finally received approval to turn on our solar system at the San Rafael bus employee parking lot. So it's been a little while, but PG&E finally came out and we did the commissioning. Everything passed, and they gave us permission to start generating power. So that should help reduce our operating costs there. We're anticipating it's going to pay for a large chunk of our electric bill at that facility. So it's going to take about a month or 2, they said, before we'll see it on our bills from PG&E, but we're looking forward to that. And then, at the Larkspur Ferry Terminal, berths 1 and 2, we've had repair work going on there with gangways and some of the cylinders. All of that work has now been completed. So both berths 1 and 2 are now back in operation and fully functioning, and we'll be wrapping up that project this fiscal year. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions you may have on the rest of my report.
Thank you, John. Anyone have questions or comments? Seeing none. There is also no action associated with item number 5. Is there anyone from the public?
We have no speakers for this item.
Thank you. With that, we've reached the end. Thank you again, John. The end of the agenda. May I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Second.
Hearing no objections, this concludes the meeting of the Building and Operating Committee. Thank you, colleagues. The time is 9:14.